Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to Yoga with Yana. I'm Yana and today I'll be guiding you through a Yoga for Beginners class. This episode is designed for those who are completely new to this practice, so if that's you, you're in the right place. I invite you to get into your most comfiest clothes, meet me on your mat in a comfortable seated position, and we'll begin there together. All right, friends, we'll begin in a comfortable position on our backs here. So whenever you're ready, just meet me down here, bringing your knees in towards your chest. Just wrapping your hands around your knees for a moment. You can add a gentle rock from side to side. Close your eyes. Just focus on your breathing. We're just establishing a connection with our breath here. Grounding into this present moment, letting go of all distractions throughout our day, and gently returning into a still position. We're going to cross at our ankles here. Now you're going to try to reach for your feet on either side, just feeling that deep stretch in your ankles as well. Taking a deep breath in and out through the nose. With each inhale, you're going to expand and lengthen. And on your exhale, you're just going to try to pull the knees closer towards your belly. Just focusing on your breathing here. And slowly return back to center. We're going to go onto the opposite side. So whatever leg was in front, bring it in towards the back now. And again, we're going to reach for our ankles, pointing our toes, taking a deep inhale, lengthening. And on our exhale, let's bring it closer to our belly. Again, if you need to close your eyes here and just focus on your breathing, I invite you to do that. And ever so gently release your legs back to neutral. Extend your left leg out, bringing the right knee towards your chest, interlacing your fingers around the knee. And let's just stay here for a couple deep breaths. Feeling that deep stretch in our hips. Now let's bring our left palm on the outside of our right knee. You're just going to take a deep inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, you're just going to draw the knee over towards the left side. Extending your right palm out, gazing towards the right palm. Just feeling this nice twist on our back. If your knee can touch the ground fully, don't worry about it. Just go as far down as you can today. And the more you practice, the lower you'll notice your knee will be able to reach the ground. Breathing through the nose. And slowly inhale back to center. Bring your knee towards the chest for a moment. And exhale, release the right leg out. We're going to bring our left leg this time in towards our chest, interlacing our fingers around it. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Focusing on our breathing. And again, using your right palm to guide your left knee over towards the right side. Opening up your arm either in T position or in cactus position, whatever works better. And gazing over towards the left hand. Closing your eyes. Breathing in and out through the nose. And slowly inhale back to center. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Squeeze it in for a second. And exhale, extend the left leg out. Bring your right leg inward. Bring your left leg in so the palms of your feet are touching the ground. You're going to extend your left palm up and over your head. And let's rotate over onto our left side. Staying here for one deep breath. And using your right palm to push yourself up into seated. And we're going to keep our eyes closed here. And let's begin by just rotating our neck, making big circles with our head. We accumulate a lot of tension in this area, so this is a great way to relieve that tension. And we're going to go in the opposite direction now. Keep focusing on your breathing. And slowly return back to center. You're going to cross at the ankles and make your way into your tabletop. So you want to make sure that your wrists are right underneath the shoulders and your knees are right underneath the hips. We're going to do some cat and cows. This helps to warm up the spine and it just helps you to get into your practice. So we'll begin by taking a deep inhale and dropping the belly down, bringing the chin up. Your shoulders are away from the ears. Feeling that deep stretch in the stomach. And as you exhale, you're going to arch through your back, opening up through your shoulder blades, squeezing the belly in and gazing towards the belly. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale, drop the belly, bring your chin up, gaze up. Exhale, curl your back, gazing towards the belly. And inhale again, chin up, gaze up. Exhale, curl. Last one, inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. And exhale, let's curl through our back, gazing towards the belly. And inhale back to your neutral. You're going to stay here in tabletop. You're going to bring your right leg forward so that the foot is in between the palms. Keep your left knee on the mat. Now you can stay here if this is already enough for you. Or you're going to bring your hands right above your right knee. You can interlace your fingers and place them there. Relaxing the shoulders down. Focusing on your breathing. Making sure that the hips are squaring forward. You're sinking low into your right hip. You should feel a really nice stretch in your left side here. So let's just focus on our breathing here. Opening up those hips, removing that accumulated tension. And most importantly, connecting to our breathing. Now gently gaze down. Release the palms down on the mat. You're going to begin to walk your fingertips back towards your hips, and you're going to shift your weight into your heels so that your toes are facing up towards the ceiling. And let's take a deep inhale here, lengthen through your back. And as you exhale, let's begin to draw our chin towards the knee. You're going to try to bring your right hip back and your left hip forward. You should feel a really nice stretch in your right hamstrings. And if you have tight hammies, you're already feeling it from a standing position. But if you can go a little bit deeper, just focus on your breath and lower your chest and torso down. And ever so gently, on your next inhale, shift your weight forward. Bring your palms out in front of you. Step the right leg back into your tabletop, and let's just move our hips from side to side here, just allowing them to open up further. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side now. So let's step the left foot in between our palms. Your right knee is on the mat. Your right toes are untucked. Again, stay on your fingertips here, or interlace your fingers and place them right above your left knee. Relaxing the shoulders down, squeezing the belly in. And let's take a deep inhale together. Let's lengthen through our back. And on our exhale, let's sink lower into our left hip. Feeling that deep stretch in the right side. Relaxing into this pose, even though it might feel a little bit intense. Your breath will help you to relax and to go deeper into each and every pose. And slowly gaze down, release the palms on your mat. Let's begin to walk our fingertips back towards our hips. And again, shifting our weight over onto our heels so that the toes are facing up. Stay here. If you have tight hips like I do, you're going to definitely feel it here already, and that's totally okay. Or let's take a deep inhale together and lengthen. And as you exhale, try to bring your chin as close to the knee as possible. If not physically, at least energetically, or that's the direction we're heading to. And gently let's shift our weight forward. Bring your palms in front of you. You're going to step your left leg back. And again, let's move our hips from side to side. Just feeling that nice stretch and that nice sensation in our hips. And now let's press into our palms. You're going to curl your toes and we're going to move into our downward dog. So on your next inhale, let's lift the hips up towards the sky. And as you exhale, push your chest closer towards your thighs. If this is too intense, you can always bend your knees. You can bend into your right knee, bend into your left knee, just walking it out here. Focusing on your breathing. And slowly bend your knees, gaze forward. Again, to take baby steps towards the front of your mat, keeping a slight bend in the knees, keeping your feet hip distance apart and reaching for your opposite elbows. And just swaying from side to side. This will help you to relieve any further tension from your lower back. And just breathing in and out through the nose. Slowly release the palms down and let's roll ourselves up one vertebra at a time. Head comes up last. And let's bring our shoulders to our ears and back. Let's do this a couple more times here. And gently release your hands by your side. Bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, hands on your hips. You're going to step your left leg out. We're going to go into a warrior two here just to strengthen our body. You're going to make sure that your right toes are facing towards the front of your mat. Your left toes are parallel to the back of your mat. You're going to open up through your hands. Relax the shoulders down. Squeeze the belly in and your hips are squaring forward. Let's take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, let's sink into our right leg. Keep your weight centered. Breathing here for 2 deep breaths. Sinking lower with each exhale. And And slowly inhale, straighten out through your right leg. Bring your hands on your hips. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So your right toes now are parallel to the back of your mat. Your left toes are facing out. We're going to extend through our arms. Relax the shoulders down. Squeeze the belly in. Let's take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, sink low into your left leg. Again, you want to make sure that your left knee is not caving in, but it's opening out. You're squeezing your belly in, and you're sinking lower with each exhale. And slowly bring your hands on your hips, straighten out through your left leg. Now we're going to rotate the left toes inward, rotate the right toes slightly inward. We're going to go into a forward fold. Let's take a deep inhale, lengthen through our back. And on your exhale, you're going to begin to lower your torso down, dropping your hands on the floor in front of you, squeezing the belly in. And you're going to try to bring the crown of your head towards the floor. And again, if not physically, at least energetically. Staying here for a few deep breaths. If you're not used to doing forward folds, this may feel very intense, especially if you're a beginner and this is your first time maybe even engaging in this pose. But just use your breath here. Connect to your breath and try to visualize your breath being sent to the tension in your hips and slowly relieving that tension, removing any pain, any feeling of tightness or stiffness. And slowly inhale, come halfway up, lengthen through your back. You're going to begin to walk your hands over towards the front of your mat. Lower your left knee on the floor. Bring your right knee back as well. You're going to bring your big toes to touch and you're going to open up your knees mat distance apart. We're moving into our child's pose here. So let's begin to walk our hands forward, dropping our forehead as close to the ground as we can. If you have a block, you can always place a block right underneath your forehead, and this will help you get your forehead elevated slightly. Deepening your breath. And ever so gently roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. You're going to shift your weight over to your left. You're going to bring your legs out in front of you. I'm just going to sit this way so you can see me. So you're going to bring the palms of your feet together. We're going into cobbler's pose or butterfly pose. If your knees can't touch the ground, don't you worry at all. You can always place a few pillows on either side of your knees for extra elevation. Interlace your fingers around your feet. Let's take a deep inhale, lengthen through our back. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward, reaching your chest towards your feet. Closing your eyes if this helps you to focus on your breathing. Just letting go of any distracting thoughts, any distracting feelings, letting go of any of your to-do lists, what you're going to do after this class or what you forgot to do. Just being here. And gently roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. We're going to extend our right leg out, making sure that the right toes are facing up. You're going to keep your left leg in. Bring your right palm on your left knee. Let's take a deep inhale and draw the left palm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, reach that left palm up and over towards the right side. You want to make sure that your shoulders are relaxing down and you're gazing up towards the sky. You should feel a nice stretch on your left side of your body. Breathing here for 3 more breaths. And ever so gently roll yourself up. We're going to go into the opposite side. So bring your right leg in, extend your left leg out. Again, making sure that your toes are facing up towards the sky. Bring your left palm on your right knee. Let's take a deep inhale. Bring your right palm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to reach that palm over towards the left. Relax your shoulders down. Gazing up, focusing on our breathing, enjoying this moment. You can add slight movements, just if it helps you to go a little bit deeper into this pose. There's no right or wrong. Just do whatever feels right for you. And ever so gently roll yourself up. Bring your palms behind you. You're going to bend your right knee, bring it up. Bend your left knee, and we're going to add a gentle sway from side to side for the knees, wind chilling it. This will help you to relieve any further tension from the lower back. And slowly wrap your hands around your knees. You can bring your shoulders in towards the ears for just a moment. Squeeze it in and relax it down. We're just giving ourselves our well-deserved hug. And slowly bring your palms behind you. And again, we're going to make our way onto our backs, coming into a full circle, starting on our backs and ending our practice on our backs too. You're going to bring your knees in towards the chest, interlacing your fingers around them, just bringing the knees closer to your belly. Staying here for a few deep breaths. Now listen carefully. You can drop your left leg down on the floor. Bend your right knee and reach on the outside or inside of your leg. And you're going to open up your foot so that it's facing directly towards the ceiling. And you can stay here in your half happy baby and just keep pulling that knee towards the ground. Or you can also bend your left knee, reach for the inside or outside of your leg, and bring both of your knees as close to the ground as you can. Again, if you're in half happy baby, stay there. I'll let you know when to change your legs around. If you're in full happy baby, you may choose to also add a gentle rock from side to side. Whatever helps you to connect to your body and your breath. If you're in half happy baby, I invite you to drop your right leg down. And we're going to go onto the same thing on the opposite side. Bend your left knee, reach on the outside of your leg, and just pull the knee down. Breathing here through the nose. And ever so gently, release the left leg down. You're going to extend your right leg out, extend your left leg out, coming into our final class shavasana. You're going to keep your arms by your side, palms facing up, completely and totally relaxing your entire body and focusing on your breath. This is the most important pose of this class because in this pose, our bodies actually absorb the benefits from the entire practice. So I encourage you to stay here for as long as you can, allowing your body to nourish itself, to nurture itself, to relax. It was my absolute honor to guide you through this practice. I hope you're feeling much more rejuvenated after this practice. I hope to see you here soon. And from my heart to yours, namaste.